Hello and welcome. Chris from Missouri here, bringing you another video about vintage baseball cards. This video, I'm going to update you on a project that I have going on that I talked about on my last video. I'm going to let you know where we are on that, and then I'm going to show you some cards that I picked up at a card show over the weekend. And pretty excited to show you some of these cards and really excited to update you on my project. So first of all, I'm going to show you some of the cards that I picked up. This past weekend, I went to a card show. It's in our state capital of Jefferson City, and I normally set up at this show, but I didn't set up because I thought I was going to be going to a Billy Joel concert with my wife and daughter. The concert got rescheduled for the following day, so I was able to go in the morning time and meet up with a friend of mine named Tom and a friend of mine named Tyler. Now Tom has gone to Strongsville with me in the National, so some of you content creators know who Tom is, and he actually lives in Jefferson City. Then I met up with Tyler, and some of you might know Tyler from what I call the State Fair find. He started collecting rookie Hall of Fame, post-war Hall of Fame rookie cards, similar to what I collect, and he's just on a roll, and he has an incredible a start to an incredible collection. And we had a great time down there. That wasn't loaded with a lot of vintage stuff, but when some of these shows, when some of these people have shows, you want to go and support them. And you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of money, but just by walking in, just show some support and maybe keep them thinking that this show's a good idea. And this one's been going on for a long time. And so when I got down there, my friend Tyler gave me some cards, and I want to show you what he gave me. Let me turn this around. Now, this was a great gift, and he didn't have to do this, but he knows that I'm a big Freddie Patek fan, and he gave me that Freddie Patek. It's in really good shape, and gave me this one. This is a 1978 Freddie Patek, and this next one I don't have, and so I'll probably end up getting it graded to go with getting it slabbed to go with my Freddie Patek run. But here's a beautiful one in a Kellogg's, and I don't have that one. And Tyler, you did not have to do that, but I really appreciate it. Now, at this card show, it's right in the middle of the state, and most of the dealers there tend to lean toward the Cardinal side as far as their collecting goes. And if you want to go to that show, you're going to see a lot of Cardinal stuff. But I did find some Royal stuff, and I'll show you what I picked up. Now, this player is having an incredible year, and he's not going to win the MVP award. Most other years with his kind of numbers he would, but I picked up a Bobby Witt auto, whose WAR is over 10, by the way, and he helped lead the Royals into the playoffs this year, which I'm excited about because it's getting ready to start tomorrow. And here's another Bobby Witt auto. Now, I have a couple young friends that are Bobby Witt collectors, and I'll either do some trading with them or maybe some gifting. But on my last video that I did, I had a person, Garrett, card cutter, just great channel. Turn over there and watch it. He's a good guy. He just, he posed the question to me, have I ever thought about collecting the Royal players, Kansas City Royal players that are in their Hall of Fame, or players that you think have a chance to become Hall of Famers for the Royals? And so I read that statement before I went to the card show, and I want to show you some stuff that I picked up other than those two Bobby Witt cards. So let me turn this around. So I said, why not? So I kind of paid attention to what he said, and there's another Bobby Witt card, and I might just collect him for a while. I picked up another Trophy Cup Bobby Witt. Love that. And then I picked up this Salvador Perez. Now he's having another incredible year. Excuse me for that noise. He's having another incredible year, and if he can put together a couple more just strong years, I believe he has a chance to have a statue put of him at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, and I think he has a good chance of becoming a Hall of Famer. So, I found a couple more cards of some Royals there, and this is a 1977 George Brett cloth stickers in a 9. Now, I did not have the cloth stickers George Brett, so that was sweet to pick up. And then another Kansas City Royal player that's in the Hall of Fame, in the Kansas City Royal Hall of Fame, an 8-time Gold Glover and a World Series MVP, and that's Frank White. And so I don't know if I'll do a Frank White run, but I'm actually going to pay attention to what Garrett said for a little while. Now, I wasn't quite finished at the card show, and found 2 cards. One, I really don't know why I picked up, and the other one, I got a fairly good deal on it and picked up for my inventory because I have this card, and I'll show you the card that I picked up that I have. But it's a beautiful card. It's a beautiful card. And that's the 71 Reggie Jackson. I just love the way people say, oh, they don't like the way 71s look in the SGC. And I say to them, I do. I really like it. And the last card that I picked up, and I picked it up because, one, I'm not necessarily a football card collector. Now, I have some cards. I have some football cards of mainly quarterbacks. Now, I have some iconic cards of football, a Jim Brown rookie card, a Dick Butkus rookie, but mainly I have quarterbacks. But this guy is a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer, and his career is winding down, but boy, he's living the life. And so I decided to pick up what I consider Travis Kelce's rookie card. Now, I'm glad to have that. Now, Travis Kelce and the Chiefs are, I believe they're kind of getting penalized in people's minds because of how successful they've been. If they win another Super Bowl, they're getting ready to be kind of a hated group, maybe. I don't know if that's the term, but, there's, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, the only people that liked the New England Patriots were Patriots fans. And your favorite team was your team, but your second favorite team was the team that was playing New England. And I went to the Billy Joel concert on Sunday, and we went down early to watch the Chiefs game. And there were some Chiefs fans there, even though it was in St. Louis. But a bunch of the tables that are around us, boy, they didn't like the Chiefs. Now, they didn't know why they didn't like the Chiefs, but they knew they didn't like them. And I get it. I mean, I understand it. But you know what? I love it that they're having so much success, and it's a great time to be a Chiefs fan. And for me, it's a great time to be a Royals fan, too, because they made the playoffs, and they play Baltimore on Tuesday. So, the Royals don't give you any reason to hate them. So everybody, if you would, cheer for the Royals. And even if you didn't, if you're an Orioles fan, comment down below and we can rib each other. Now, I'd like to give you an update on my project that I'm starting. And I appreciate everybody that's commented so far and given me some great ideas. Now, here's what it was, and I'm going to try to explain this correctly. I collect, up above me here, post-war rookie Hall of Famers. Now, this is not a prospecting project that I have, but I am picking up other cards that are not Hall of Famers. and I'm going to pick up the rookie cards of great players not in the Hall of Fame that could be someday selected by the Veterans Committee. Now they have to be eligible to be on the Veterans Committee. Now on my list, I'm not putting on the people suspected of steroids. That's just me. Don't want to get an argument at this time of why I'm not, because if you want to do this list, you can put them on there, and that's great. But I'm getting what I think players that either should be and are close to being, and I'm going after their rookie cards. For instance, I said before, Thurman Munson is not in the Hall of Fame. I believe Thurman Munson should be, but I also think his card is iconic. It's the 1970 Topps card. It's not as iconic as his 71, but he is going to be on my list, and I'm going to have close to 50 players. What I've decided to narrow it down to was some help from some ideas from you guys that have watched. I'm going to come up with 5 catchers, 5 position players all the way through. Catchers, first base, second base, all the way through. And then 10 different pitchers. Now, there's some that's on my list so far, and I'm gonna show this list to you eventually. Keep giving me ideas, but most of the ideas that I've received so far actually made the list. There's a couple of them that didn't make the list, but I'm putting together this list, and for instance, I'm pretty confident, and I believe Thurman Munson will one day make this list. Now, on this list also, I have Steve Garvey. Now, he has an outside chance of getting in, but when I was a younger person, I thought he was a shoo-in, and I did not know why. Now, as I've studied it over the years, I think there's a bigger chance that he will not get in the Hall of Fame, but he's still on this list. Also, I showed a Frank White card. Now, I think he was a great second baseman with 8 Golden Gloves and a World Series MVP and stuff like that. He has an outside chance, but there's people that I believe are ahead of him on that list. For instance, Bobby Grich is on this list. Lou Whitaker's on this list. But I'm still coming up with 5 second basemen, okay? So if you have any ideas, give them to me. If you can come up with a couple at each position, write them down below. Even if you just come up with one, write them down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a list of rookie cards off of there that I'm going to go after and be able to show. And that's how I like to collect. I like to have a list. It gives me a framework for me to go by. And I've always said, plan your work and work your plan. So if I have a list, I'm going into a card show with a list of cards. Now, that doesn't mean I can't deviate from that list and pick up a different card. But this is just one of the sets that I'm going to create that I'm going to go after. So I appreciate you helping me on this and just coming up with your ideas, and I'm excited to go for this thing. So guys, great time of year again. I've said this a lot. For me, I'm feel blessed right now. My Missouri Tiger football team is undefeated in the top 10. The Royals made the playoffs, and the Chiefs are undefeated in the AFC. And now it's playoff time. Couldn't be more happy, couldn't be more excited. So guys, thanks for watching, and you know how much I appreciate you. But remember, this is just a hobby. Collect what you like.